Hello and welcome to Business Matters, the show about people behind businesses that help make Tacoma a great place to live and work. I'm your host, Mike Work, and today my guest is Dr. Marcy Myers with Net Health Direct Primary Care. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
This is, I think, the first time we've had a medical healthcare business on the show, and that's because it's your own business. It's your
Absolutely.
own direct primary care. It sounds very interesting, so I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. Tell us, just in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, it's a direct primary care is a nationwide grassroots movement among primary care doctors,
So this is fairly new.
fairly new,
Okay.
to make primary health care affordable again.
Okay.
And so we're all independent. Well, most of us are independent practices, and just with a small group of patients, our patient panel, and we take exceptional care of those patients on a monthly membership type model.
Okay, so I pay a membership to you, and there's some insurance probably attached to that in case I need to go to some other specialists or I'm not in town when I need attention, but most of it goes to you.
Right. And really this model serves a wide variety of people. People who can't afford insurance at all, at least they can afford some good primary care, which 80 to 90% of the care that people need on an annual basis is primary care.
And if you have primary care, you're less likely to need the emergency or urgent care.
Exactly.
Yes.
The other thing about my model is that my patients have 24/7 access to me by email, phone, or text. If it's not urgent, if the matter isn't urgent, I may not answer till the next morning, but they can reach out at any time that they need me. And if it is urgent, let's say they cut their hand or something making dinner, I can meet them at the office and take care of it right there. So there's no expensive urgent care visits, and the more minor things that they might go to the ER for, I can take care of at no extra charge.
And that's wonderful. I mean, when you have a minor injury and you go to the ER, you'll sit there for hours because it's a minor injury, and the fact that you can take care of that and it's your doctor,
Right.
that's really cool.
Right.
So most doctors these days work for giant healthcare companies, and so you pay to your insurance, and when you pay the doctor, you're also paying for all that overhead. So that's probably how this business model works.
Absolutely.
You don't have the overhead.
When you do insurance, you need billers and coders and more support staff that I don't need in DPC because I don't take insurance.
DPC is direct
primary care,
right?
right.
So it's like we pay a monthly rate for insurance. Instead of paying that, I want to say it's like a club, but that doesn't seem right for a medical practice.
Right. But the nice thing is, I mean, I serve people anywhere from people who can't afford insurance at all to people who maybe they have a healthcare cost sharing organization that they're a member of, and then I do the primary care portion of that, and that saves them money. Or they have good insurance, but they just want a good, solid relationship with their doctor. And because my patient panel, my group of patients that I see, is kept smaller than the typical insurance doctor, I have the time. I can get people in same day, next day if you're sick. You don't have to wait 2 weeks to see the doctor when you're sick today.
Right.
I can spend more time with them. I typically spend 30 to 60 minutes with my patients.
Wow.
And so I get to know them as people. I get to know their full health history. They know they can reach out to me at any time. And so that's worth it's about the cost of a cable bill or a cell phone bill. And, it's worth that fee to have that kind of care.
That's really, really great to hear that there is another model that can provide all of that, which seems to be what people are looking for.
Right.
Now, you have a special assistant in your office.
I do.
Who, since she's on the show, we should introduce her.
Absolutely. So this is my receptionist, Penny.
Okay.
And I got her specifically to be my clinic dog. She's a poodle mix, so she's hypoallergenic. And
of course.
And she has a wonderful disposition, and she greets my patients as they arrive to the office.
And rests on their feet like
And
she's
rests
resting
on
on
their
my feet.
feet.
She must think I'm a client because she's resting on my feet. Earlier, she was running around talking to everybody and being friendly, but once you started doing your practice, she did
Right.
her thing.
Right.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
You can't find that everywhere.
Absolutely. That's true.
And Net Health, the Net stands for,
North End Tacoma.
which gives us an idea of where your practice is located.
Right.
That's really marvelous. So, there's a lot of people have known their doctors for years. You've recently set down roots. You have a little bit of an interesting background that brought you here. Tell us
Right.
about that.
So I had a career in the military
Yeah.
as a doctor. And so when it was time for me to leave the military,
And you were at JBLM?
I was at JBLM.
Yeah, so many
yes.
people go there for their last duty station.
Right.
And you did that on purpose, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. A lot of people do.
That's where I ended up, and while I was here, I met my husband, who has an
Okay.
established career here. So this is where I stayed, and I'm very happy.
Well, lucky for us, and thank your husband for all of the people of Tacoma. That's really wonderful.
Yeah.
And so you're also providing some services and offerings that you don't have to be part of your organization. You don't have to pay the monthly fee for, but you can
Right.
sign up separately. Tell me about those. One of them has to do, it's not weight loss, it's
metabolic repair. It's a metabolic repair program.
so it's for people with all kinds of digestive issues, I would assume.
Well, it's people with high blood pressure,
Okay. Oh.
prediabetes, diabetes, polycystic ovarian syndrome. There are a wide variety of issues that can be fixed with appropriate nutrition.
Okay.
And I also incorporate some fasting in my program. And
Interesting.
and it has been amazing, the types of health issues that just eating properly will eliminate, reverse completely.
That's really interesting. That's why, and so you say repair.
Right.
So it takes time for the body, once it's eating correctly and you get the diet on track, to actually heal.
Right. And
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with hyperinsulinemia and just too much insulin release throughout
Because
over a
of the food,
lifetime.
as a response to the food.
As a
that you eat.
response to the food. And
Fascinating.
so our program helps people stimulate insulin less, and then their body becomes sensitive to insulin again, because insulin
Okay.
resistance is a big thing.
And I would imagine the same thing with blood pressure thing over
Right.
time, things that affect blood pressure.
Right.
Good
Right.
to know. That's fascinating. So how does one sign up for this?
I will be starting a program that's open to the public right after Labor Day. And so in August, people should be able to go to my website and see a page where they can get information and sign up if they're interested.
And so that you every so often you bring in a new cohort.
Right.
So if somebody misses this next one, they'll should keep an eye on it
Right.
or contact you, and you'll let them know. The
I'm
next
planning
round.
on doing a cohort about every 2 to 3 months.
Are you accepting patients?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, my total patient panel that I plan on having is about 600 patients.
Wow.
And so, that's still less than a third of what a lot of our insurance-based doctors.
That is?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
And so, but I have plenty of room. So if anyone's looking for a primary care doctor.
Great. So the difference between what you've learned out of the military and in the military, what are you seeing as interesting to you?
For me, really seeing how broken our medical system is
Yeah.
on the outside out of the military, seeing how hard it is for people to navigate the medical system with insurance, where they have to get prior authorizations for things, and insurance kind of holds the reins on what kind of medical care you can have and how much it's going to cost. And being able to operate outside of that and provide good medical care without having insurance step in and interfere with that has been
That's
amazing.
amazing. So this is addressing a lot of the criticisms and a lot of problems people are seeing with healthcare now.
Yeah.
And so you're at the vanguard?
I like to think so, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine this could work really well. More people will start doing it, and And you're in business.
Yeah.
You're also your own business person out
I
here. in the
am.
community.
That's been a learning curve right there.
I bet.
Going from, when I was a doctor in a system,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of that
taken
extra
care of.
stuff is taken care of for me. I never had to order supplies or,
Mm-hmm.
just get all the equipment together and make sure that it's all calibrated and kept up to date, and then just the business side of it.
Right. Well,
I'm looking to hire a medical assistant soon, so I've got to learn how all the employment
right.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All kinds of details.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of help out there for you. And we could probably do a whole additional show on what you've learned about running a business. And I wish we could.
Oh yeah.
But we're out of time. This has been fascinating.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show today and bringing Penny. This is the first and best dog we've ever had on Business Matters.
Well, good. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.